Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Quick look at ICP. This is actually very good news, folks. It came down to bounce off its local high here, basically redirecting itself to the upside. So good news is we didn't come down to retest that point of control at 580. Bad news is I didn't get any triggers for an alert there to go ahead and potentially consider a long position at that point. This happens all the time, folks. So it's important not to FOMO in, but also, as I mentioned yesterday, also important, equally so, to consider dollar cost averaging into your position and essentially just making sure that you get in before the price takes off here, right? So when we look at liquidation, the first thing that we want to recognize is that locally there's not a lot left. There's 632, just a little bit above the price right now. We might see a bit of a push, but overall from a macro perspective, there's tremendously more liquidation above than below. We need to recognize that's a very important factor here. Extremely high propensity of further upside or a breakout, if you will. Keep in mind, liquidation delta is pretty high and it has been overextended for some time. It's common for that to reset itself and to pull back, but this basically tells us that you don't want to short into this coin. There's a lot more people taking longs than shorts at this time. When we take a look at liquidation delta, we can recognize, again, folks are very heavy between 6 and 610. So that's a good sign there, kind of reinforcing that support in this range here. So this is essentially that local support range between $6 and $6.10. Let's take a quick look at the daily and recognize here as well, we haven't fully broken bullish, folks, so trying to get too ahead of ourselves, but we can see we got a bit of a fair value gap above us, not too much left there, but more importantly, the 50-day SMA above the price action. The 50 is a pretty good trend setter, kind of letting us know that we're on the right side of tracks when we break above it. For right now, we're over the 20, that's a good consolation. We haven't truly broken bullish yet. We are tentatively above 50 in the RSI. A lot of positivity here. Overall sentiment is likely to go higher. We got significant amount of money flowing in as well. While you could probably argue that the volume is low, there's a significant base of volume at this level here. So we can see the secondary most amount of control is about that 580 mark with that local area of interest there. When we take a look at the 4-hour, we can recognize here as well that we're in pretty solid shape here, folks. This is a good sign. We like to see the price action getting closer to 70 in the RSI. We're above that moving average. Money flow index is high. A lot more reasons why the price is more likely to go higher than lower. And once more, that's based on the premise that Bitcoin is probably going to trend towards 89,000 here in the relative near future. Okay, so now once more, 89, 90,000, those are psychological resistances for Bitcoin. So I would expect to see somewhat of a sell-off here for altcoins in the relative near future. And when I say sell-off, I just mean like more so to retest these local highs as new lows moving forward. Either way you look at it, 4-hour time frame is awesome. Ichimoku Cloud on the hourly confirms further upside is much more likely at this point. So I would say that it's a pretty decent likelihood we see a continuation further up to potentially sweep this local area of liquidation at about 630, 640, potentially even higher as well, but we'll bridge that gap a little bit later. We got a lot of resistance above us still, okay? So what we got there, folks, is awesome stuff. I'll update our playout chart, post that on Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. Join us over at Bitunix too, folks, if you want to trade ICP and other awesome coins. This is a really good exchange because there's no KYC or VPN required. It's our community favorite. Also, join us over on Twitter, Telegram, and Discord if you want to stay abreast on our playout charts. Those are available for you there. Anyways, thanks so much for your time. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Take care.